weight management coach, Ros Astaire. Hi, Ros, how are you?
Hi, I'm very well, thank you.
Very well, thank you. Ros, today we're talking about some dieting do's and don'ts. So probably the most important question to start off with is, why don't fad diets work?
Well, you said it yourself, they're fads. Look, I've been in this business a long time, and I've also myself been on many diets. And I've now learned how to break free from the dieting cycle. And that's what I try and help people do. Going on a diet means you've got to come off the diet at some point. And when you come off the diet, the weight will go on. It's a cycle. And we all need to break free from that cycle. Dieting means restrictions. It means following a program. It means, it could mean counting calories, weighing food, counting points. One can become obsessive. I've met a lot of people who, are very unrelaxed around food. So this is why I believe dieting doesn't work. It's short term, it's restrictive. You're going to sabotage it at some point, and then the cycle restarts. So in a word, fad diets don't work. I think normal food works, and getting in charge of your choices works.
How do I stay motivated long enough, though, to actually see my diet program through?
Well, I think one of the things about, staying motivated is by one step at a time, one little step at a time, taking each day as it comes, and not driving yourself mad about it. We need to be relaxed around food. We need to have a good relationship with food. So, sorry, I've forgotten your question now. Is it how we stay motivated? Was that your question? It's reinforcing new habits and new thoughts. So, for example, I have freedom of choice. I could have that chocolate brownie. Do I really want it? And how will I feel afterwards? Am I really hungry? Do I really, really want that? Will I really enjoy it? And these are the things that you have to ask yourself before you bite into that. Because any foods, that your body doesn't really want, i.e. fats and sugars and salt, is just going to be unhelpful. So it's changing your thoughts and reinforcing some new strategies and ideas to stay motivated.
And what would be some of your top dieting do's and don'ts?
Okay, well, one of them is do not cut any food groups out. We all need all the food groups, and that means we need carbohydrates, we need protein, we need calcium and fiber, we need fats in our diets. So it's important, number one, not to cut anything out. So these high protein, no carb diets are not healthy and not a good idea. Another top tip is try, please, to have breakfast in the mornings. It's important. You need breakfast to kickstart your metabolism and to give the message to your body that you are awake and that you are energized and so on. So a sensible breakfast in the mornings is another top tip. A third one would be to, in the evenings, try and have your evening meal earlier. If you have your evening meal too late and then you go to bed, you're going to feel sluggish and your digestive system is not going to work well. So try and eat a little bit earlier, and your evening meal should be light. It should not be the biggest meal of the day. It should be actually a small meal in the evenings. So those are a few tips to think about.
Another problem when somebody's dieting is the food packaging, the label on the food. It's so confusing. what is it that we should be looking at on that label? What should we be aware of? The kilojoules, the carbs?
Okay, well, number one, I never look at calories. That might shock you. All calories are not equal. So calorie counting, I believe, is not helpful. And what is helpful is knowing what is too much fat, too much sugar, and too much salt in the product you're buying. Here in the UK, we have a new system called traffic lights, which is fantastic. So you pick up something in the supermarket and you see lots of green circles and a little red one. And that is very helpful to people who don't really understand what they're looking for. So you just go for as much greens as you can and avoid the reds and the oranges if you can. But regarding fat, it's like learning maths, really. Whenever we're looking at labels, you've got to look at per 100 grams, not what's in that portion. It's per 100 grams. That's your guide. Fat, for example, if something is nearer to 20 grams, then you know that that product is high in fat. When it comes to sugars, you know that if it's 15 grams around that figure, that's high in sugar. And vis-a-vis salt, if it's 1.5 grams per 100, that's on the high side. So it's important to know what you're looking for. And the most important thing is the fats and the sugars and the salt when you're looking at anything on labels.
What do you think is the key to maintaining weight loss?
I think that the key is to reinforce and talk to yourself as much as you can. Hang on, I've gone. Yeah, you need to stay focused. You need to make an effort. It won't happen without a bit of effort. And you need to be persistent. And finally, you need to be patient, because it doesn't happen in a week. You need patience, persistence, focus, and effort.
Thank you, Ros. Thank you so much for talking to me today.
Thank you.